Meiosis the movie. Gee, I just wish I knew some stuff about how I became myself. People were talking about something called meiosis today at work, and I just didn't understand. Can anyone explain meiosis to me?
Did someone say meiosis? I'm a doctor. I can explain meiosis to you.
It all begins with prophase 1. The DNA condenses into chromosomes, and then the nuclear membrane breaks down, with crossing over taking place. The DNA is condensed into chromatin, and the centrioles move to either poles of the cell. Then spindle fibers come out, and the DNA chromatin becomes chromosomes. The chromosomes form tetrads and cross over, and then the nuclear membrane begins to break. Now time for metaphase 1. The tetrads line up, and the spindle fibers attach to chromosomes. In anaphase 1, pairs of homologous chromosomes are pulled apart to either sides of the cell, and in telophase 1, each pole now has a complete set of homologous chromosomes. Cytokinesis. The cleavage furrow appears, and the cell becomes 2 haploid cells. Now it's time for meiosis 2. It begins with prophase 2. We have 2 haploid cells, and then the centrioles once again move to opposing poles of each cell. Spindle fibers come out, and metaphase 2 begins. In metaphase 2, the spindle fibers attach to chromosomes that are lined up along the middle line, and anaphase 2 pulls sister chromatids apart. The chromatid separates to either ends of the poles for telophase, and then cytokinesis separates into 4 haploid cells. So that's meiosis.
You started with 1 cell and ended up with 4 different haploid cells.
Great, thank you so much. But how do things go wrong?
There are many ways things can go wrong in meiosis. I'll show you an example called non-disjunction. This one takes place in meiosis 2, but it can also happen in meiosis 1. Non-disjunction in meiosis 2 occurs when the spindle fibers pull apart the chromosomes incorrectly. As you can see, a full chromosome is pulled on to one pole of the cell on the left, causing the 4 haploid cells to have different amounts of information. We end up with one cell having n+1 chromatids, while the other has n-1 chromatids. This is called aneuploidy. Wow, thank you so much! I learned meiosis. The end.